Hey y'all, if you have not subscribed to my Patreon, make sure you go ahead and click my Patreon link below. Become a member today and help support my content. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into this story. As you know, I have already warned you guys that during this crisis, um, government officials would absolutely take this opportunity to abuse their powers, abuse your privacy, and basically never allow a good crisis to go to waste. So now we see this happening as tech giants are going to be joining forces with the White House to steal your cell phone data. Let's go ahead and take a look at this story. According to CNBC, Facebook, Google discuss sharing smartphone data with government to fight coronavirus, but there are risks. The disclosure that the U.S. government is currently in discussions with Facebook, Google, and other tech companies about the possibility of using location and movement data from American smartphones to combat coronavirus has some people on edge about potential privacy and cybersecurity issues. I'm one of those people. Some technology advocates believe the effort could help change the narrative for these companies when it comes to data privacy. The effort to harness location data is being facilitated by a task force of 60 tech companies working with the White House, Office of Science and Technology, and the Office of American Innovation, said a source familiar with the situation. Companies and organizations involved range from large to small, including Facebook, Google, Twitter, Uber, Apple, IBM, as well as public health leaders from Harvard and other institutions. So, if you are one of those people that do not believe that these social media companies and tech giants absolutely work in cahoots with the government, well, I don't know why you would think that. But this should be more proof that, under the right circumstances or for the right price, they absolutely will sell out your data. With more than 223,000 reported cases worldwide and 9,149 deaths, the coronavirus shows no signs of slowing. Officials believe that the data they can glean from smartphones could help them decipher where the next flood of cases will be and ultimately where to allocate additional health resources. Is that what they're saying? The task force has a simple mission to use the specialized expertise of the tech provide provide recommendations to the White House and other public health officials that help lessen the impact of the disease. Working with experts across fields, we are finding ways to have an impact while keeping all tech's existing commitments to consumers. The government has been inundated with offerings of technological help, but doesn't always have the resources to vet the offers or the companies making them. The task force has been sorting through and analyzing the various solutions, proposals, and recommendations, focusing on 4 areas: location data, clinical data, the social isolation problem, and telehealth. On March 16th, the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy issued a call to action to the tech community and artificial intelligence experts to develop new text data and data mining techniques that could help the science community answer high priority scientific questions related to COVID-19. So this just goes on to talk about this. I am going to link the article below. People went on to ask Google if they will be participating in this. Google would not comment. They went on to ask Facebook, and Facebook said if they did, they would not be, they would be doing it to help the greater good of humanity. And things like this. So this article just goes on to talk about that. I've warned you guys. I've warned you guys that they would try to do this. You never let a good crisis go to waste. This totally brings to mind the Patriot Act. We were told after 9/11 that the Patriot Act would save us and keep us safe from terrorists. However, the government, of course, totally used that situation to spy on its own citizens. And I am of the belief that you do not trade freedom for this facade of safety from the government. Oftentimes, we see, if y'all did not know, on March 15th, uh, there was supposed to be a reauthorization of the Patriot Act. Okay, that wasn't talked about much while everybody is in this frenzy about the coronavirus. The problem is that on the front end, the government often says, "Okay, accept this. Let us do this. We'll protect you. We'll keep you safe." But on the back end, they always never miss the opportunity to completely abuse their powers. That's where the problem comes in. This extension of the abuse of power beyond its what we actually need these so-called protections for. And so it just becomes too much, and it starts to look as if their intent was never what they told us it was from the beginning, which was safety. And now, even more so, as I look at the actual statistics of what's happening with the coronavirus compared to all the things that they are implementing or are suggesting that they should implement, I'm starting to think, like, what if the virus is communism? Like, what if that's what the virus was all along? We look at how, this started in China, and how things are spreading here with a suggestion of things that I think that are just too far, absolutely absurd. You have White House officials suggesting that we should basically nationalize private companies. You have censorship of social media. Look at what's going on with Twitter. You now have them suggesting that we spy on private citizens using their cell phone data, and you literally have the National Guard being deployed to different cities and states to help combat the coronavirus. I mean, at this point, what are we really doing here? What are we doing with a government that we already cannot trust? This government never misses an opportunity to abuse its power. That's why you literally have people voting to reauthorize the Patriot Act. So let's not forget, let's not act blind to what's happening. Let's not allow just foolishness to sneak in here under the guise of protecting us and keeping it safe. We cannot depend on the government to do that. We never have been able to. And so, yeah, no, you're just going too far at this point. It's just too far. But those are my thoughts. Leave your thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.